Want to attend the legendary Thrivetime Show Business Workshop for free? Subscribe on iTunes, leave an objective review, and send us confirmation at info@thrivetimeshow.com to claim your tickets. Want to live in a van down by the river? Come by and see us at our Riverwalk offices, and we'll be able to make your dreams come true.
Yes, and yes. Jason Beasley, welcome back onto the Thrivetime Show. How are you, sir?
I'm doing fantastically. How are you doing today?
Well, I am fired up. I'm fired up to be here with you, and we're going to give our listeners some free stuff today.
Ooh, I love free stuff.
Free stuff. And so what I want to do is I want to make sure all the listeners know how to get the free stuff, because we're getting thousands of people emailing in wanting to know, how do you get the free stuff? Where's the free stuff? I want the free stuff.
Yeah, like Oprah.
However, we always want to say out there, just as a kind of a life pro tip, beware of the person who is giving you something for free, because what is their real motive?
True.
At the end of the day. So let's go over what we're giving for free, and then what you have to give us to get the free stuff. Mm-hmm. Does that sound fair?
I think that sounds extremely fair.
Okay.
It's free stuff.
So first off, if you want to attend one of our workshops, normally people buy a ticket for $250. Mm-hmm. Our next workshop here, folks, we have a workshop coming up here April 16th and 17th. April 16th and 17th. We have one coming up February 12th and 13th. I believe it's already sold out. So
that's true.
The next workshop is April 16th and 17th. And if you want to attend the conference and learn how to start and or grow a successful company, and you don't want to have to pay for a ticket, we're going to walk you through how to get a free ticket.
Let's do it.
And the only cost that you have is there's the cost of the workbook,
mm-hmm.
and then we provide food and a lot of interactive documents. We provide you a workbook where everything, we're going to teach you how search engines work. We're going to teach you marketing, search engine optimization, public relations. We're going to teach you sales systems, management processes, how to build the company, how to scale a company, everything you need to know to start or grow a company. Dr. Zellner and I have built dozens of successful multi-million-dollar companies, and we're going to teach you how to do that, but you're going to need the workbook there, mm-hmm. and you probably want to get the food and the handouts and the paper and the pens and all that kind of stuff. So it's $37 is all you would pay.
That's it.
Yeah, and so just before we explain how to get the free ticket, can you explain what the workshops are like, what the 2-day interactive Thrivetime Show in-person business workshops are like?
Oh, man. So how our regular meetings are an hour of power. The conferences are great because they are 2 back-to-back days, 10 hours of just nonstop learning. So when you talk about the deliverables, we give people the workbooks and we provide the food, but each hour block is dedicated to tackling those big issues that a lot of the, wannabe entrepreneurs or small business owners or current business owners are currently tackling in their, day-to-day walk through life as an entrepreneur. You guys break down the marketing, the sales, the hiring, the HR, the legal, and it's just nonstop energy, and it's a great avenue for current clients or, soon-to-be clients or people who just want to grow a business to kind of, touch elbows with other people within their industry, know that they're not alone in growing their business. It's awesome.
Now, as I pull up I want to pull up some actual clients who are having a lot of success as I look to pull up that information. Could you tell us about one of your clients, Lake Martin Mini Mall, and approximately how much this guy has grown his business by in the past 12 months?
Well, just for January 2021 over January 2020, he is up 65% in total sales. At the end of 2020, he hit his big milestone. When he started working with us, he wanted to sell over $1 million worth of goodies in a year. And his first year, he hit just shy of that at about $600,000. And last year, he closed out with $1,092,000 in sales. So Jason Lett, the owner, proprietor, founder of Lake Martin Mini Mall, is just absolutely killing it out there.
LakeMartinMiniMall.com. That's LakeMartinMiniMall.com. This guy has grown his business dramatically. And when you come to the workshop, I think a hesitation a lot of people have about coming to a workshop mm-hmm. is they feel like there's going to be a lot of upsells.
Oh, always.
Upselling going on. So I just want to make sure if you're attending the workshop, let's make sure that you understand. I have a bookstore where you can buy books. Mm-hmm. And if you want to become a client, I only work with 160 clients, and typically we're already booked out.
True.
I say typically we are always perpetually booked out, and we have a little bit of a waiting list. And from time to time, because we work with 160 clients, as they hit certain goals, sometimes they may sell the company.
True.
Like Peak, one of our companies called peakmedicaltech.com. He sold his company.
Yeah.
Peakmedicaltech.com. We had a physical therapy company based in Tucson that just sold her company.
Yeah, they did.
Jennifer Allen sold her business. But I'm going to put this on the actual show notes on today's show so people can see this. Our average client last year grew by 104%, folks. And so I thought I'd read off.
That's a pretty big growth percentage.
It's a big number. When you think about it, that 96% of businesses fail within their first 10 years, according to Inc. magazine. I think growing by 104% is a pretty impressive thing.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to read off the names of the clients here and their growth rate, and just so you guys can understand the value of what you're going to learn at the workshops. Aaron Antis with ShawHomes.com. He's a frequent Thrivetime Show contributor, a frequent guest on the show. He's grown his business from $24 million to well over $140 million of annual sales. From $24 million a year annually to over $140 million in the past 4 years.
That's a much bigger number, guys.
You think of a company here, abetterplumberco.com, abetterplumberco.com. He grew his business by 79%. You think about AccoladeExteriors.com. Stuart Weichel, he grew his company by 82%. Amy Baltimore, CPA.com, grew her company by 34%. Angel's Touch, one of your clients, based in the Boston area, Christina Nemes, grew her business by 67%.
Killing it.
And I could go on and on, alphabetically speaking. I mean, we're right now, folks, we're just down the A section. We go to Back to Basics Builders. That's home remodeling, Milwaukee.com. Joe Burby has grown his company by 35%. You talk about Barbie Cookies, grew her business by 140%. BestBuyWindowTreatments.com. These are all real clients. Bigfoot Restoration. These guys are all real clients. Best Buy Window Treatment has grown his company by 76%. Bigfoot Restoration grew the company by 112%. Bogard and Sons Construction. Andy Bogard, BogardandSons.com, has grown his business by 32%.
Come on.
So now let's get into where people can learn more about the workshop and how we get a free ticket. So if you're out there today and you want to attend the workshop, you want to learn how to grow your business by 104%, you want to go to thrivetimeshow.com and you click on the conferences button. And there you can see everything you need to know about our intensive, interactive 2-day business workshops, where we will teach you the specific systems and proven processes you need to implement and to grow a business. Our next conference is April 16th and 17th. And then we have one this week coming up here in the next 10 days here, February 12th and 13th. And this all takes place at our 17,000 square foot Riverwalk offices right here on the river. It's on the Riverwalk, in the Riverwalk Shopping Center in Jinx, Oklahoma. And so now let's explain how we get the actual free ticket.
Let's break it down.
So here's what we do. We got to go to iTunes real quick. Got to go to iTunes. And when you go to iTunes, you're going to look up the Thrivetime Show. So we're going to type in Thrivetime Show in iTunes into Google. I'm typing in Thrivetime Show in iTunes. And there you have to subscribe to the podcast, and then you leave us an objective review about the Thrivetime Show. And you want to send us a screenshot of that review to info@thrivetimeshow.com.
Seems easy.
So you go to iTunes, you find the Thrivetime Show podcast, you subscribe to the podcast, and you take a screenshot of it, and you email that into info@thrivetimeshow.com.
That's right.
If you say, well, I'm not on iTunes, I'm going to give you a plan B.
Oh.
Plan B. You go to this. You can do this. You go to Rumble. RUMBLE.com. So you go again. You can go to iTunes and you can subscribe on iTunes and leave us an objective review there, or you can go to Rumble. So I'm going to go to Rumble right now. Going to Rumble, and Rumble's kind of fun because Rumble tells you how many subscribers we have. It kind of shows you how many people are watching every show we do. So right now on Rumble, we have 111,000 subscribers there. 111,000 subscribers. You just click the subscribe button right there.
Big green button.
And leave us an objective review and send proof of that. Send a screenshot to that to info@thrivetimeshow.com. So again, you just subscribe to the Thrivetime Show on Rumble. You send a screenshot of it. You write a review. You email that to info@thrivetimeshow.com. Now, if you say, I can't figure it out. I can't. Then just do a search for Thrivetime Show and Jinx. And Jason, when we search for Thrivetime Show and Jinx, what are we going to find?
You're going to find the Google business listing for the Thrivetime Show located in Jinx, Oklahoma.
And then you just leave an objective review there.
Yep.
And when you leave an objective review there, again, you just take a screenshot of it and you email it to info@thrivetimeshow.com. And that's how you do it.
That's it.
And so what we're going to do now is we're going to play a couple testimonials from some people who have attended our in-person workshops in the past. And then we're going to come back and wrap up today's show. But again, today's show, we're trying to give you free stuff. And we come back after playing this montage of testimonials from real Thrivetime Show workshop attendees. We're then going to explain to you how you can download a free copy of every ebook that I've ever written. So here we go. Here's an audio testimonial from some Thrivetime Show 2-day interactive business workshop attendees. You can hear what they have to say, and then we'll come back and tell you how you can download free books as well. Here we go.
My name is Jay Schroeder, and I am from Nashville, Tennessee. A lady I used for coaching told her I was looking for some sort of conference to get my mind thinking about business, and she found this, and I just flew out here a week later. No, I didn't think it was a scam. It piqued my interest because it's how I think. I think entrepreneurially, and it just, to me, right away it clicked. I've learned that our systems are not exactly where they need to be, and what we need to do, there's a plan in place. He has a plan in place to get you from where you are to where you need to go. It's great, man. It's not your typical corporate. It's got a phenomenal vibe. I love all the sayings on the wall. I love it. Love the smell. The smell outside is great. I love it. It's casual, but yeah, he knows exactly what he's talking about. There's nothing worse than standing and walking, listening to a guy in a suit, rambling at you. Love it. Great presentation. Yeah, interaction is great. You definitely feel comfortable asking a question if you need to. Questions from the rest of the people in the audience also helps. I mean, maybe stimulate more questions that you have. If you have an entrepreneurial mindset and you're trying to get from where you are to where you want to go, you have to come to this. They don't need to upsell it. Their product speaks for itself. If it's what you're looking for, it's what you're looking for. I would recommend it to anyone who wants to build their brand, build their business. Just the day, not even 2-day session yet. I mean, I've already got 100 ideas that I want to implement. And yeah, I'd recommend it for anyone who has an entrepreneurial mindset and who wants to build their business.
Now, Jason, we worked with Dr. Jay Schroeder for years, helping him to grow his chiropractic clinic. A great guy.
Fantastic guy.
Based in Franklin, Tennessee, and then Murfreesboro.
That's right.
He had 2 locations there. A great guy. He came to the workshop per the recommendation of a friend, implemented pretty much everything we taught him.
Every single thing.
And grew, and now he's teamed up with another brand to take his chiropractic clinic to the next level. Let's cue up another audio a testimonial from another thriver out there. This thriver had a home cleaning service that she was just getting started. And she just wanted to know what to do. How do you get started? She attended the workshop. Her name is Elizabeth, and I think you're going to love to hear what she has to say.
My name is Elizabeth Walker. I'm from Tulsa, Oklahoma. I own a business, Nook and Cranny Homekeeping, LLC. I heard about the Thrivetime conference on the radio show. I was looking to learn pretty much anything there is to learn about business. I'm a new business owner, less than a year. So I really needed to know everything about everything. I have learned how to implement systems from hiring to the actual day-to-day systems in the company. I like that the workshop gave tangible systems, but it was very entertaining and interactive. Clay's presentation style was energetic, it was exciting, and it gave me hope that there's actually a lot of success still to be done in my business. The atmosphere was energizing, invigorating, nothing boring about it. It was absolutely exciting. While we're not sitting in chairs, grouped all together and huddled, looking at PowerPoints the whole time, we were in a nice, comfortable area. We had plenty to drink. We could get up and move around if we needed to. We could interact with each other. People are missing out on concrete examples of how to run their day-to-day business. Very simple things. And me, that's the biggest thing I've learned is that this can be simple, and I think that's what they're missing out on.
Now, Jason, a lot of times people, they hear about our in-person workshops, and they hear they're free.
Yep.
And they hear from a friend that they're free. But they still say, yeah, but what's it going to really cost?
Right. So what's going to be the looming upsell? What are they going to try and get me?
What are they going to upsell? What do they have? What's their move? What's their angle? And again, let's just make sure we get this. If somebody subscribes to the Thrivetime Show, on iTunes or on Rumble,
yep,
and they take a screenshot of the review, and then they email it to info@thrivetimeshow.com. All they have to pay is $37.
That's it.
For the workbooks, the food, some of the stuff we pass out.
2 days.
2 days, interactive workshop. The next one is April 16th and 17th. I feel like somebody's still saying, but yeah, is it for me? Is it for me? Is it a good fit for me?
Will it work for my industry?
Will it work for my industry? And I would just tell you, don't believe the words that are coming out of my mouth. Go to thrivetimeshow.com and click there on the top on testimonials, and you can see how since 2006 we've been helping people to grow their businesses. Jason, previous to working here, well, I guess you've been here about 3.5 years?
Yeah, it'll be 4 years in this September.
And I encourage everybody to do a search right now on Google. Do a search on Google for Thrivetime Show and the word Jinx. Thrivetime Show and the word Jinx, so you can learn more about. You can actually look at our office. You can take a 3D tour of the office and see what the atmosphere is like. How would you describe what the atmosphere is like up here?
Oh, it's fantastic. It's not your typical corporate America office. Well, instead of having the gray fluorescent halogen bulbs, we've got the Edison lights hanging from the ceiling. We've got the massive what do you call that thing? A cloud made of wood over the bookstore and the coffee bar.
Yep.
There is a Model A out front. Well, not out front, in the front lobby, but everything is open. You can see exactly where all of our call reps are, our SEO reps. Everything is nice and lively. There's amazingly energetic overhead music playing every hour of the day. It's unlike any office I've ever been in, that's for sure.
And it's right off the Riverwalk, so there's
True.
Restaurants. There's a place where you can do. What do you call the place where you whack the golf ball?
Oh, now it's the Golf Suites.
Golf Suites. It's
yeah.
kind of like a flying tee or like a. What was the other one called?
It's like a driving range.
It's like a driving range where you can have a beverage. You can, it's
Top Golf.
Top Golf. It's like Top Golf, and so you can check that out there. Again, it's an unbelievable experience, and you're going to be surrounded by real entrepreneurs, real people that love America. They love freedom. They love capitalism. It's going to be a fantastic event. But what you have to do if you want to attend is you have to go. You have to right now. You have to go and find us on iTunes. Or on Rumble. Or on our Google Map listing.
That's right.
You find the listing. You leave an objective review. So you want to subscribe and leave an objective review. And then you email it to info@thrivetimeshow.com.
That's all you got to do.
Now, you might be saying, well, but Clay, I'm technically declined. I don't know how to do this. And you know what? I say, we're going to help you.
We are.
So if you don't know how to leave a review, if you can't figure it out, you're like, I can't figure it out. A lot of people remember you had a VCR back in the day and you couldn't make it stop flashing 12.
Oh, man, that used to piss me off.
A lot of people have like a watch. You've got a fancy watch, a digital watch, and you can't figure out how to set anything.
I've got a digital watch. An alarm goes off every day, and I can't figure out how to turn it off.
Really? Are you serious?
Every single time. Read the manual and everything.
That's what I'm talking about. A lot of times people, they get this fancy software for editing, and they can't figure it out. If you can't figure it out, seriously, just email us your contact information to info@thrivetimeshow.com, info@thrivetimeshow.com, and our team will get on the phone, and they will help you figure out how to subscribe, how to leave an objective review. It's all there for you. Now we're going to play another testimonial from a Thriver. Now this Thriver, kind of a fun story. She had a business that was stuck, and she was selling cookies. And she set all sorts of records, and she came into our office and was so excited to share with the team about her success. And that we had a member of our team that was there with a smartphone. They filmed it, and I want to play for you the audio. This is Kat Barbie from Barbie Cookies sharing her success story. It's barbiecookies.com. She's grown dramatically, and I think you're going to love her story. This year's sales for this week.
So this is the same week last year. Do you see the difference? Look.
What is that? I can't really tell. One is.
Look.
Michael, can we just I just want to get it. Jason, can you kind of pull this end maybe, just so you can see it? Let's kind of pull it that way. Let's get the length. That's more of a. I can't tell without the length. It's hard to tell.
Look at that. Okay.
So that's last year's sales.
This is last year's sales, and the total is a mere $4,711.73. Same week this year, 2015. The total is, read it, Michael.
$11,313.50.
Oh, boom! There it is.
What?
Awesome. Unbelievable.
Now, Jason, are you a reader? Do you like to read books, or do you prefer to listen to audio? What's your preferred method of learning?
I do a lot of driving, so audio is good. But
Audio's good.
I love to sit down and just crack open a good book, especially if it's something that I'm interested in.
Well, if anybody out there, if you prefer books as your method to learn, or maybe that's one of the ways you like to learn, if you go to thrivetimeshow.com/free-resources, that's thrivetimeshow.com/free-resources, you go there. And when you go there, you can download every book that I've ever written for free.
Every single one?
So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So there's 13 books you can download.
Mm-hmm.
But we just released 2 new books.
Yeah, you did.
One book called Sales Domination, another book on persuasion, and those books will be up there soon. So I guess we have 13 of the 15 books I've written. You can download them for free. And all you have to do is go to thrivetimeshow.com/free-resources. That's thrivetimeshow.com/free-resources. Now, I know there's somebody out there, you are a realtor, or you know somebody that is, and you're saying, my business is stuck. There's somebody else out there. You are a great American, but you are stuck. You're having a hard time, and maybe you run a church. Maybe you have a heat and air business. I'm going to cue up an audio here of a heat and air client, Daniel Ramos from Amarillo, Texas, sharing his story. And then another audio from Danielle Sprick, a realtor, sharing her success story. And these are real people. Real people.
Yeah.
Now, if you are listening to this podcast, would you honestly prefer to go look at the people and watch a video testimonial? Because you're kind of a skeptical guy. Or would you want to hear the audio, or would you go to their websites? Or how would you vet that these people are real?
Well, the audio would definitely pique my interest if you're saying these people, regardless of the industry, are growing as a result of the program. I'd say, okay, that just seems a little salesy. So then, of course, I would, if you've told me, hey, there are testimonials that I could watch, I'll go through and I'll watch and then see, holy crap, there's thousands on there. If that's not enough to persuade me, then of course I'm going to check on each and every one of those, because they mention what websites, their businesses are related to. Take a look there and then realize, holy crap, these guys are not joking.
So let's do this. I'm going to make a note here, and then this will be kind of our final testimonials. I'm going to cue up the audio here of Danielle Sprick. That's a real estate agent who went from being a startup to very successful. And we'll do Daniel's Heat and Air. That would be, it's called Snow Bear Heat and Air now. That's Daniel's Heat and Air, now called Snow Bear Heat and Air, based in Amarillo. And then I'm going to play audio of Angel's Touch. That's one of your clients. We'll do Angel's Touch. We'll cue up that audio. And then let's do Platinum Pest. That's a pest control company.
Yeah.
I think that'd be good. And then one of your clients, Sierra Pools and Spas. Let's get them on the show, Sierra Pools and Spas. And then let's do Pastor Brian Gibson. So let's put all those on today's show. And then I think we've covered probably 10 testimonials in less than 45 minutes.
That's right.
And if you're out there, folks, and you're skeptical, that's a great place to start. But again, all you got to do is find us on iTunes. You find the Thrivetime Show on Rumble. You find the Thrivetime Show on Google Maps. You leave an objective review. You subscribe. You leave an objective review. You email proof you did it to info@thrivetimeshow.com. And then the $250 you would normally spend on the ticket it's gone. Done. And then you just pay $37 for the workbooks. There's no upsells.
None at all.
And our next workshop, again, I'm just pulling this up here, folks. Our next workshop is April 16th and 17th. We have one February 12th and 13th, but we're already sold out for that. So I would encourage you to get to the April 16th and 17th Thrivetime Show in-person workshops. Learn more about it today by going to thrivetimeshow.com and clicking on the conferences button. And with that being said, we're going to go ahead and queue up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 testimonials, and then you and I'll come right back to wrap it up. So here we go.
All righty.
My name is Danielle Sprick, and I am the founder of D. Sprick Realty Group here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. After being a stay-at-home mom for 12 years and my 3 kids started school and they were in school full-time, I was at a crossroads and trying to decide what do I want to do? My degree and my background is in education, but after being a mom and staying home and all of that, I just didn't have a passion for it like I once did. My husband suggested real estate. He's a home builder, so real estate and home building go hand in hand, and we just rolled with it. I love people. I love working with people. I love building relationships. But one thing that was really difficult for me was the business side of things, the processes and the advertising and marketing. I knew that I did not have what I needed to make that what it should be. So I reached out to Clay at that time, and he and his team have been extremely instrumental in helping us build our brand, help market our business, our agents, the homes that we represent. Everything that we do is a direct line from Clay and his team and all that they've done for us. We launched our brokerage, our real estate brokerage, 8 months ago. And in that time, we've gone from myself and one other agent to just this week, we signed on our 16th agent. We have been blessed with the fact that we right now have just over 10 million in pending transactions. 3 years ago, I never would have even imagined that I would be in this role that I'm in today, building a business, having 16 agents. But I have to give credit where credit's due. And Clay and his team and the business coaching that they've offered us has been huge. It's been instrumental in what we're doing. Don't ever limit your vision. When you dream big, big things happen.
Hello, my name is Daniel with Daniel's Heating and Air here in Amarillo, Texas. The way Google has affected my business, we have got a lot of calls from Google. Right now it's July and we've had the best month ever. And it took us about 8 to 10 months to get on top of Google, and I'm glad we did. Thanks.
Hi, my name is Christina Nemus. I'm the owner and operator of Angel's Touch Auto Body and Detailing in Bourne, Massachusetts. We have been working with Thrive and their coaching for, say, 8 to 9 months, and it took us about 6 months, 5 to 6 months to get on the top of Google, and with their help with the website and marketing, and the SEO and retargeting ads with Google, and it has been phenomenal. We just have light and day business coming in, phone calls coming in, walk-ins, referrals. It's just through the roof, and we couldn't be happier. At the moment, we are up 50% this year from the previous year, and not only is that part of our own hard work and diligence, but also with the help of Thrive and what they've done for us and getting us on the top of Google and, you know, all their knowledge and coaching. And yeah, so super grateful, super pumped to see what the future holds for all of us. Thank you.
The number of new customers that we've had is up 411% over last year. We are Jared and Jennifer Johnson. We own Platinum Pest and Lawn and are located in Owasso, Oklahoma. And we have been working with Thrive for business coaching for almost a year now.
Yeah. So what we want to do is we want to share some wins with you guys that we've had by working with Thrive. First of all, we're on the top page of Google now. Okay. I just want to let you know what type of accomplishment this is. Our competition, Orkin, Terminex, they're both $1.3 billion companies. They both have 2,000 to 3,000 pages of content attached to their website. So to basically go from virtually non-existent on Google to up on the top page is really saying something. But that's come by being diligent to the systems that Thrive has, by being consistent and diligent on doing podcasts and staying on top of those podcasts to really help with getting up on with their listing and ranking there with Google.
And also we've been trying to get Google reviews, asking our customers for reviews. And now we're the highest rated and most reviewed pest and lawn company in the Tulsa area. And that's really helped with our conversion rate. And the number of new customers that we've had is up 411% over last year.
Wait, say that again. How much are we up?
411%.
Okay, so 411% we're up with our new customers. Amazing.
Right. So not only do we have more customers calling in, we're able to close those deals at a much higher rate than we were before. right now our closing rate is about 85%, and that's largely due to first of all, like our Google reviews that we've gotten people really see that our customers are happy, but also we have a script that we follow. And so when customers call in, they get all the information that they need. That script has been refined time and time again. It wasn't a one and done deal. It was a system that we followed with Thrive in the refining process, and that has obviously the 411% shows that system works.
Yeah, so here's a big one for you. So last week alone, our booking percentage was 91%. We actually booked more deals, more new customers last year than we did the first 5 months, or I'm sorry, we booked more deals last week than we did the first 5 months of last year from before we worked with Thrive. So again, we booked more deals last week than the first 5 months of last year. And it's incredible. But the reason why we have that success is by implementing the systems that Thrive has taught us and helped us out with. So.
Some of those systems that we've implemented are group interviews. That way we've really been able to come up with a really great team. We've created and implemented checklists. That way everything gets done and it gets done right. It creates accountability. We're able to make sure that everything gets done properly, both out in the field and also in our office. And also doing the podcast, like Jared had mentioned, that has really, really contributed to our success. But that, like I said, the diligence and consistency in doing those and that system has really, really been a big blessing in our lives. And also, it's really shown that we've gotten the success from following those systems.
Yeah. So before working with Thrive, we were basically stuck. Really no new growth with our business. And we were in a rut and we didn't know.
The last 3 years, our customer base had pretty much stayed the same. We weren't shrinking, but we weren't really growing either.
Yeah, and so we didn't really know where to go, what to do, how to get out of this rut that we're in. But Thrive helped us with that. They implemented those systems. They taught us those systems. They taught us the knowledge that we needed in order to succeed. Now it's been a grind. Absolutely, it's been a grind this last year. But we're getting those fruits from that hard work and the diligent effort that we're able to put into it. So again, we were in a rut. Thrive helped us get out of that rut. And if you're thinking about working with Thrive, quit thinking about it and just do it. Do the action, and you'll get the results. It will take hard work and discipline, but that's what it's going to take in order to really succeed. So we just want to give a big shout out to Thrive, a big thank you out there to Thrive. We wouldn't be where we're at now without their help.
Hey there, Cody with Sierra Pools and Spas. Just a few system wins that I've had that Marshall and Thrive 15 has really helped me with. One thing in construction, my construction manager, he used to call me all the time. One thing that Marshall implemented that or recommended that we have a set time that he calls me every day. He'd call me constantly, and I never gave him a time like, hey, this is when you can call me kind of thing. So he's probably afraid to call me, but I set a time every day at 11 a.m. that he calls me with all the updates and stuff like that. So that's really helped so far. He doesn't call me as much anymore. So that kind of gives him, I made a joke out of it. That's kind of like our time that we spend together at 11 a.m. every day that he gives me on the updates. Another system win that I just dreaded was calling the clients every day to give them an update on their pool process. I don't like being called every day, but so I really didn't like this idea at first, but I'll have to say at the end of it, it's really helped. It's really helped me feel better about the process, and it definitely helps them see the vision of the project, and they're always in the know. They always know what's happening. So at first I was real hesitant of it, but now I see the benefit of it. It's really it's really helped our process, and I don't have to feel stressed about, the clients are going to be angry at me. They always know what's going on, so it's really helped them a lot. We do the hiring process too every Wednesdays, the group interviews. This is another thing we're real hesitant on doing. I just thought it was going to take a lot of time out of our week. But really, it's really been really good, just kind of winging out the people that we know that we aren't going to hire. We can't even show up to a meeting. But it's really helped us. Instead of, I would have been, at first, if I didn't know about this system, I would have been frustrated and real stressed out, trying to find time for people that say they can't make it at a certain time. But, we just calmly say, hey, man, we just do interviews Wednesday at 5 p.m. and just kind of leave it at that. Another thing we use, that's been really helpful is just putting everything on a calendar. We put all our, I just put everything that I'm doing for the week or the next week or so. I just put it all on a calendar so I could see everything on there. I wasn't really an organized person. I didn't ever use a planner in school. So this has really helped, kind of seeing the vision of it. I know that was longer than 30 seconds, but that's 2.5 minutes of me complimenting all the good systems and stuff that I've been putting into play that's been really helping us out a lot. So
what I've seen from Clay and his group at Thrive is they'll give you a simple system, and it's the simple systems are the ones that people can wrap their brain around. They're the ones that people can work with on a day-to-day basis. And that simplicity brings power with it. So it shocked me how simple some of the stuff is. And at times I'm like, why didn't I think about that? Workflow creation, systematic marketing, and coaching has helped our church so much. You know, the workflow creation is what it really is they're gonna look and see every moving part of your church, of your ministry, what needs to be done. And it's gonna go up on a massive board. And so now what it does is it takes what you know needs to be done out of your heart and out of your head, really takes the pressure, the stress off your shoulders, and it puts it on the board where your entire team, your ministry can see exactly what you want them to do every day. And so they know this is the playbook, this is what we're doing. And then there's laser sharp accountability with a meeting afterwards, did it get done or not? I'll tell you, it's changed the way we execute as a church so fast. And it's produced really an excitement because people they want to get done. If they know what they're supposed to do, a good person wants to get it done. It's been massive for our team. The systematic marketing has really been like this. In the past, we used to market and we would try something. I've done everything, billboards, ads, mailers, internet, Facebook, but we would run something for so long and then we wouldn't see that it was producing the results we want. Instead of staying consistent, we would jump to another horse. Then we would jump to another horse. And what systematic marketing does is it makes you pick some things and stick with it. And I'm already seeing, just after just a few months, I've been working with Clay since October, about 6 months ago. I can already see just the trajectory going up. People are finding out about us. Our number of visitors are going up. I can see the marketing working, and it's just an approach that makes sense. And then the coaching is massive. And I think having a coach that looks and sees what you're doing and can come help you make small adjustments. I believe those small tweaks, once he gets everything set up, those small tweaks can make massive differences. And a great coach doesn't even have to play your sport, right? Doesn't even have to do what you do. A coach has an eye to see things that you can't see or to see it from a different angle. And just having that extra eye on what I do and just, hey, have you thought about this? It's making all the difference in the world. What Clay Clark and his team can provide for your church that you can't do in-house and I can't do in-house. Well, what's been massive for me is that search engine optimization, how to get to the top of Google, taking care of transcribing all of my sermons to drive me up the list on Google, stuff that I don't think about and I don't have time to do. I've got all these things I have to do as a pastor, right? I have sermons to preach. I have a staff to manage. I have a budget to take care of. I got sick folk to see about. I have a team that has to do that. You know how it is. You got to marry people. You got to bury people. We're never going to stay in a dark room with a keyboard optimizing our Google presence. And these guys do that kind of thing for you. Also, if you're at a couple hundred member church, I remember how hard it was back in the day to take care of the website needs, to come up with graphic design. And these guys are available to you for sermon slides, getting that kind of stuff done where you can have a sharp looking presentation of the gospel. And it takes it off you, it puts it on them at a very reasonable price. I really believe Clay Clark and his team can help a church with limited resources in a big way. I know what it's like to be a church of limited resources. My wife and I, we walked into a town where we didn't know anybody. We had a Bible and we just had a few bucks in our pocket. And somebody introduced us to a couple of families. We started going there. So I know what it's like to be a church of 2, and I know what it's like to be a church of 2,000 in 2 different campuses now, 1,000 apiece, and everywhere in between. So I love churches at every level. I believe God wants them all to grow. And I think about the needs I had back in the day, the lack of direction I had. Man, I was working 80 hours a week all the time. But a lot of times I was a shotgun instead of a rifle. I think when you start, you can really hone in with the right coaching. You can get a lot of your different needs met in one place. Instead of having somebody on marketing and somebody on showing you how to do systems and somebody on graphic design, Thrive can do a lot of that for you at a very reasonable cost. I think it's a great place to invest in the life of your ministry. I'm telling you, I think you can get the results you want with the coaching here faster than any other way. It's going to be powerful.
Now, Jason, you know this. I know this. We all know this. It's not polite to beg for a Google review.
It's not.
Or a review on Rumble or on iTunes.
Yeah, some people might even look down on it.
Right, but I'm telling you this, folks. We're not going to hop on this show and beg for a review.
Never will.
But I will tell you this. Many people discover this show every day, and they say, oh, my gosh, I wish I would have known about your show 2 years ago.
When I first started.
5 years ago. Well, folks, we have over 2,500 shows. And the only reason that we don't have, we reach millions of people with the show every month, millions of people. But the only reason we're not reaching tens of millions of people with the show is I do a really poor job asking for objective reviews. I think this is the last time I did a show asking for reviews was probably, and some of the listeners would know better than me, but maybe a year ago.
I think it was EO Fire.
Yeah.
That was,
So this has been a while. So, I mean, if you're out there today and you have the capacity to leave a review, we would really appreciate it if you would do so on Rumble, on iTunes, or there on our Google map. If you get stuck and you don't know how to leave a review, just email us to info@thrivetimeshow.com, info@thrivetimeshow.com. We'll actually give you a call on the phone. We'll walk you through the process of how to leave a Google review. And again, you can attend the in-person workshops for free. You just paid $37 for the workbooks and the food for both days. And you can go to thrivetimeshow.com/free-resources. That's thrivetimeshow.com/free-resources. And you can download a free ebook copy of each and every book that I've ever written in the past, and including 2 new books that will be up there to download for free as well in the coming days. But let's go ahead and end this show with a boom, my friend.
Let's do it.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1, boom.